This video will go over how to add an external style sheet to your web page. So in order to do that, let's create a brand new website. And I just went to w3schools.com and I'm going to copy their first example. And should you ever need tag reference from W3 Schools, every tag you might need is going to be there. And obviously this indicates that it's a brand new tag, and you might see some shaded out that they're no longer supported. You can probably use them, but occasionally they may not work correctly. Then I'm going to go into brackets. Go ahead, I'm going to paste mine. Go ahead and save it. Remember, we save it as a .html. I'll call this one CSS example.html, and I'll save that to my desktop. And we're going to do an external style sheet. So we want to put that outside, inside the head tag up top. And the code for that is always going to be the same. Link rel equals style sheet, type equals text / CSS, and then the name of your file. In this case, mystyle.css. So I'm going to save my web page. Take a look at that. And we haven't done anything thus far. So to create a new CSS page, I'm going to go to File, New, and I'm going to save it as mystyle.css. The CSS file extension indicates that it's a cascading style sheet, and I'm going to save it next to my web page. Now the syntax for these, any HTML tag that you want to affect is going to be listed without its brackets, and then next to it braces with all the various changes you want to make. And notice we have a property and then a value, and then you can have as many as you want, but just separate them by a semicolon. They can be on one line or on several. It's up to you how you want to set that up. So I'm going to go to the very first example, and I'm just going to copy this one in and then paste it in my brackets and save. I can also split my screen and let's refresh our web page, see what it looks like. There we go. So we've made some changes, and to see how that works, notice we have the body tag, the H1, and the P tag. The various attributes we're affecting are in the curly braces. We have the property and the value. And this value is going to be a hex code. If you ever need to look that up, W3 Schools has them, or you can just Google that. So at the bottom of this page, I found hex. And hex just stands for hexadecimal. This is the number you would use. And these are the various shades you can get. You can get custom colors, of course, by playing around, and of course in Flash, you can match colors using this, or if you generate a color in Flash, you can find that exact number out as well. Now in the W3 Schools tutorial page, all this information can be found here, and the ones we've kind of played with thus far are backgrounds, texts, and fonts. As you can see from here, we've got background color, text, font size. And you can look up those more specifically. For example, if you wanted to use a background image, you can copy items right out of there. Don't worry about the div tag yet. We'll learn about that soon. And then once you're here, we have text, fonts we can mess with. And if we wanted to do links or lists or tables, we can copy some information out of there. What's great about links is we can change obviously how they look when we're hovering over them with the mouse, after we visit them, or when you're actually clicking it. And that would change the 4 positions, the colors of the 4 positions for a link. You can change lists as well. Obviously set some icons like that. And then tables. There's a lot you can do. Change the border. color within the backgrounds, height, width, it goes on and on. So what I would like you to do is on that last superhero or artist page that you had set up, go ahead and add a link to your style sheet. Make a few changes to paragraphs, headings, the body, and then go in and make at least one change to, or several changes to the table, and links and lists. See if you can make it look a little bit better. Don't worry about layout at this point though.